A legendary guitarist opens up about a rock pioneer who shaped his soul, and the confession will leave you breathless. Born in a quiet English village in the spring of 1945, this musician grew up in a home filled with secrets. For years, he thought his grandparents were his mom and dad, only to learn the heartbreaking truth. The woman he called his sister was actually his mother. That discovery carved deep scars, fueling a loneliness that seeped into every note he played. From his earliest days, the raw pull of blues music grabbed hold of him. He'd lose himself in old records, absorbing the heartache and grit from masters like those haunting Delta voices and Chicago Kings. Their sounds became his lifeline, molding the way he'd bend strings and pour out emotion through his guitar. His big break came in the swinging 60s, joining a band that mixed gritty rhythm with electric fire. His fingers danced across the frets with such grace that fans dubbed him for his unhurried, soul-stirring style. But he craved purity in the blues, so he split when the group chased pop dreams. Next, he linked up with a blues crew, where his talent exploded. On their breakthrough record, his solos burned with passion, turning heads and sparking a frenzy. Graffiti popped up across the city, declaring his godlike status, a wild nod to the blues boom sweeping the scene. Then, in '66, he teamed with a powerhouse trio that flipped rock on its head, blending deep blues jams with mind-bending vibes. Tracks like that Sunny Love anthem, the eerie White Space Tale, and the Crossroads Plea shot them to stardom. Their shows were electric rituals, his playing a perfect storm of skill and feeling that lifted him to icon status. But the ride ended fast in '68, leading to a short-lived supergroup with old pals and new faces. Even in its brief spark, it highlighted his range. From tender melodies to bold experiments, the '70s brought peaks of genius and valleys of despair. His first solo effort shone bright, followed by a seaside named Gem, featuring a reggae cover that topped charts. Yet success dragged shadows. He fought a brutal grip of heroin, then drowned in booze, threats that almost erased him from the stage and life itself. Still, he channeled the chaos into gold, crafting a soft ballad for his love, a gentle ode to her glow that lingers as one of romance's purest gifts. Tragedy struck hardest in '91, when his little boy plummeted from a high-rise window, gone in a blink. The agony crushed him, but from the ruins rose a song of raw sorrow, questioning if tears flow beyond this world. It touched hearts everywhere, a balm for the bereaved, sweeping awards and proving pain could birth something eternal. Over decades, he's claimed nearly 24 top music honors and holds a rare triple spot in rock's Hall of Immortals, solo and with 2 landmark bands. His partnerships crossed legends, from blues giants to Beatle buddies and pop hit makers. Even in doubt-filled retreats, his signature sound-rich, heartfelt, timeless keeps drawing in new players, electric or unplugged. Beyond the spotlight, his path turned to healing. Clean from his vices, he built a haven in the islands for those lost in addiction's fog. His guitar gatherings pull in masters, raising fortunes for good while uniting strings in harmony. If this story touches your heart, please share it. His love life mirrored the drama in his tunes. First came a whirlwind with a stunning model, fresh from a union with a Fab Four strummer. Their 79 vows followed years of torment and fixation. She sparked classics, caught in rock's wildest tangle of desire. His ache for her birthed a scorching plea under a code name, raw and desperate, etched forever in love's hall of pain. When her old tie snapped, they built a life, but storms raged. His addictions fueled fights, betrayals, and heartbreak. Glamour hid the hurt, a mix of magic and madness. By the late '80s, it crumbled, ending in parting. She later shared her side in a book, echoing his sweet song for her, painting a genius haunted by inner wars, loved but untamed. His second chapter bloomed with renewal. In 2002, he wed a younger designer met at a gathering, their spark real and steady. By then, sober and scarred from losing his child, he craved peace. She brought it grounded in trust, family, and quiet belief. They raised 3 girls, filling his days with the fatherhood he'd missed before. This bond marked his shift from chaos to calm, a matured soul savoring simple joys. Today, their life whispers of lasting grace, contrasting the fire of his past romance. That earlier storm fueled epics of obsession and ache, while this one offers mending and warmth. Together, they map his heart's odyssey, from desperate cries to hopeful whispers. His songs forever weaving love's threads with life's wounds. Few tailies in music hit as hard as when this guitar great bared his soul on a specs-wearing trailblazer who rewired pop's beat. In a candid chat, he dove into how that icon molded his youth, sound, and grasp of glory's edge. The truths he spilled? A mix of awe and ache that stunned the world. He started with pure respect for the pioneer's clean genius. Hearing him first time flip the switch, he shared. Simple tunes hiding flawless heart. As a teen in rebuilding Britain, those peppy, yet true vibes screamed escape and fire. Snagging that debut hit felt fated not just the melody, but the blend of cheer and shadow speaking straight to him, than the bombshell. His passing hit me harder than most know. The news froze time. As a kid, it shattered him. That winter crash in '59, claiming him and fellow stars, stole music's spark. To the young fan, it wasn't mere loss, it killed youth's glow. First taste that tunes aren't forever, he said. Creators are breakable, vanishing quick. Deeper still, he linked it to his own fears. His end made me wary of the top, he confessed. Peak fame, then nothing it seeded dread that haunted his climbs through bands and breakthroughs. That ghost of fleetingness shadowed every high. He credited the icon's writing too. Blues gave me grit, but he added light innocent takes on hurt without edge. That fresh honesty flavored his own hits, balancing raw feels with sweet flow. I borrowed that spark from him, the real gut punch, tying it to his deepest grief. Penning my lost song, he was there. Both snatched young sudden. That shared void bridges eras. His spirit guided me through. Voice cracking, he added, gone before we met, but he showed turning hurt to art. Wrapping up, a eerie comfort. He sensed life's brevity, yet his notes endure. That grin? Knew he'd echo on. To the legend, this idol was savior and sage, linking players across time in music's endless chain. The core truth? That pioneer didn't just spark him, he pulled him through the dark. If these words move you, hit like, subscribe, and pass it on to keep the stories alive.